Hello and welcome to In the Kitchen with Matt. I am your host, Matt Taylor. Today I'm going to show you how to make peppermint bark. Peppermint bark is a very common or popular holiday treat here in the United States. Super easy to do, only 4 ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Let's get started. Down below in the description box, you'll find a list of the ingredients and their amounts, but they are super easy to remember and you don't have to be exact with these measurements. With the peppermint extract, you probably want to just don't go heavy on that and just do about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. I have about 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, but you could use dark chocolate or milk chocolate. And then I have about 2.5 cups of white chocolate, but you can do an equal amount. You can do less or more of each of these different chocolates, totally up to you. But peppermint bark is classically a white chocolate on top of some sort of a dark or milk chocolate or semi-sweet. And then I have about 1/2 cup of crushed up candy canes, which are the star of this dish. And I just put these mini candy canes, about 20, 22 of them, in a bag and just smashed it and got that. It's kind of fun to do. If you have kids at home, this will be a fun activity to do with them. So we begin by melting the chocolate, and you can do this in the microwave or you can do it on the stovetop with the double boiler method. I'm going to begin with the semi-sweet chocolate chips. I'm going to pop this in the microwave and melt it on bursts of 30 seconds and then stir, 30 seconds stir until completely melted. On to that step. And once that chocolate is melted, again I'm using semi-sweet, but you can use milk chocolate, dark chocolate. Also there's specific almond bark type chocolate or candy melts that you can use as well. I'm going to take it, and I have a sheet pan lined with parchment paper, and I'm just going to kind of go down here on the middle with this, and I'm going to switch from my spoon to a spatula. And then we can take this and spread this out. You can use a silicone mat as well as parchment paper. And you kind of want to go fairly thin with this. And then you can switch to a cake spatula. About like that. Try to keep it as much to like a rectangle as possible, and then that way it'll just be easier to line up the white chocolate on top. And now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 15 to 20 minutes. You could also just put it in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes. On to that step. When you have a few minutes left of chilling time on the first layer of chocolate, we can melt the white chocolate. Again, same method. I'm just going to put this in the microwave and do it on bursts of 25, 30 seconds and then stir, etc. until melted, or do it on the stovetop with the double boiler method. And that's pretty much just a pot with some water, about 1 inch deep of water. And then you turn the heat on to about medium, and you take a bigger bowl that rests right on top of the pot, and then the steam will hit the bowl and gently warm up the chocolate. So you can do it that way too if you don't want to use a microwave. On to that step. And once the white chocolate is nice and melted, I'm going to take the peppermint extract. You can go up to like 1/4 or 1/2 teaspoon and put that in there. And I'm just going to stir that in. And now remove that other chocolate layer, the bottom chocolate layer. It should be nice and cold. And then we're going to pour this on. And then get a spatula, make sure you get all that chocolate out. And then we're going to smooth this on top of this. Switch to my offset spatula. I'm going to get it right on the edge as much as possible. Okay, something like that. And now for the fun part. It's all fun. I'm going to take my candy canes and I'm going to just start putting this on. like that. And now back into the refrigerator it goes, or the freezer. In the refrigerator, go about 45 minutes to an hour, and in the freezer, 30 to 45 minutes. On to that step. Once the peppermint bark has set and chilled, it's time to break it apart. And what's nice about using the parchment paper underneath is the whole thing is just one giant piece. And we can come in here with like a knife. And just, once you get the first part started, then it'll start to break a little easier. And we want to just kind of start breaking it apart. All right, the peppermint bark is done and turned out fantastic. Just keep in mind, the thicker you make it, the harder it will be to break apart. But there you go. Super easy, only 4 ingredients. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm Matt Taylor. This has been another episode of In the Kitchen with Matt. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or requests, put them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thumbs up, down the corner, push it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Take care. Time for me to dive into this. So yeah, take this piece right here. Mmm.